The music is playing. Shakespeare is swaying. The fire is kind of raging behind me. It is Shakespeare's Shameless Self-Promotion Happy Hour here to unite, brought to you by the letter B and the number pi, because pi is very tasty as well. I love pie. Yes! It is so good to be back here in the year 2021. Oh my goodness, what a week it has been. Claire Bohannock, who's actually going to be on the show tonight, she is in there in the comments as well, just saying woo! So thank you, Claire. Kathy Evans is saying hello, both here and on YouTube. Kathy's everywhere. So it's wonderful to have you here, friends. We're going to have a wonderful show for you tonight. We have the Zenith players, Claire Bohannock and TJ Reisner, here to talk about the year that was, the year that is going to be, and tomorrow night's show, which you can catch on their channel and also here on mine. David, Anthony, the Foxy Bard, and Aaron Bernardi, also known as Twig, and they together are known as Drunk and Disorderly. They're going to be providing our musical entertainment. We're going to be talking about things we're nerding out about. I'm going to ask silly questions to some serious people, or conversely, serious questions to some silly people. And we're also going to see how much of the show I can do with my head vaguely blocked off. So that's kind of fun too. But I think it's time to go to a word from our sponsor, Coffee. Coffee. It keeps Shakespeare running. Thanks, Coffee. In fact, if you'd like to become Shakespeare's sponsor for this show, because as yet we don't have any sponsors for 2021, you can just drop me an email to shakespeare@shakespeareapproves.com. Just go right there. And as always, remember our hashtag, #SuckItDerek He knows what he did. All right, but now let us bring in our friends. We have the Zenith players, Claire Bohannock and TJ Reisner, and we also have Aaron Bernardi, she who is known as Twig, and the Foxy Bard, a.k.a. David Anthony. They are drunk and disorderly. Oh my gosh! I'm up and everybody. Goodness, friends, welcome. Oh goodness, I'm gonna change this banner here just a little bit, and we're just gonna go to that bad Larry right there. Oh my gosh, how's everyone doing?
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
I don't want to get sued. All right.
So that works.
Yeah. Oh, you just got us taken down off the internet, David. Well done.
Oh, bugger.
No. Claire and TJ.
I knew I'd violate copyright before I went over the blue line.
Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, yeah, well. So, friends, I want to welcome all of you officially to 2021. May it be 2020's second attempt in many ways. In some ways, it's already proving more exciting than 2020. Because
I know it's like we fit at least 2 months worth of 2020 into 2 weeks of 2021.
2 weeks. We fit 2 months into the last 10 days. It's like, wow, can we do that? Yes, we can. We did it. All right.
Yeah, now.
I mean, this week has been 17 days long.
Yes.
So, it's insane and wonderful. But it is wonderful to have you here. And Langer's Ball, they're saying Revenge of 2020. I nearly forgot the Langer's Ball. Oh my gosh, I completely forgot to mention. They are moderating our comments. They are throwing the comments in there. Throw some shekels their way as well. They are wonderful. Go check them out. Facebook.com/thelangersball, and just click on their name right there on your screens as it comes up in the comments, because they're absolutely delightful. Wonderful band out of Minnesota. They're going to be on, I believe, next week as the musical guest. And of course, they're going to be part of our upcoming concert series, which we're going to be talking about later on in the show. But first things first, I need to know, what is the Zenith Players working on?
We are working on Henry VI Part 3.
Henry VI Part 3? This is insane. What?
It is.
Who would have such a thing?
I wonder who's responsible for writing such a thing.
I don't know, but we should take him out back and kick the crap out of him.
So it's been a lot of fun because our basic rule with the cast has been, if your character's still alive, do you want to play him for the next installment? And so we've had people come through, and then in the grand tradition of, stage theater, if your character dies, you get to come back as somebody totally different. So so it's been like really fun to watch how everyone kind of has been getting through Henry VI and whether they survive or not.
Oh, excellent! And also in furthering, going in the tradition of such as the Hollow Crown, characters who haven't yet even come into the story yet, they get their own shows later on. You bringing them back in, even though, back in for the first time. It's all wibbly wobbly, timey wimey. This was written after Richard III. It's fine.
It's fine.
The first part was the first play. I mean, the second part was the first part he wrote.
Yes, and in my opinion,
I
it's
wrote
the best Henry VI part that he wrote. Part 3 is still really good. I like both of them better than part 1, but all together they make Game of Thrones. So
which is what Game of Thrones is based on. Yeah,
well,
it's based on the Henry tetralogy.
Considering how much George R.R. Martin doesn't like fan fiction, and yet
he doesn't.
Apparently not. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, honey, your series is
a fan fiction of the War of the Roses.
Oh my god, that's really funny. Oh my gosh. Oh, Georgie Porgy. Oh, when will you learn? Apparently you shan't. So you have some major heavy hitters in this show. Let me remove that banner there, so we can go to the top. We have Aaron Klarner, Russell Slater calling in from Australia, the great and good Steve Anderson, Paula K. Long, Claire Bohanna. Claire, who are you playing?
Margaret. I've been Margaret the whole time.
The whole time.
The whole time.
Like I said, this week has been 17 days long.
Right.
But yeah, this is Margaret on her final nerve.
Oh, fantastic! Yes, you Margaret no longer has any cares, let's say, left to give.
Yes.
John DeFilippo, Chloe Faith Costello, Debbie Lockwood, Brian J. Applegate, Titania Lowered Spence. Oh, so she's calling in from Britain. Wonderful. Andrew Gallows, Bill Knight, Shakira Cyril calling in from the Netherlands. Me, someone who I almost said me, but obviously is very not me because I am deep in character. Obviously, I am deep in character. And and Will DeJean as King Edward IV, and Matthew Kisher as King Henry VI. Dear sweet baby Yoda, Henry VI, we added too many kings.
So many kings. So many kings.
Oh my gosh. Now, David Schwartz says Henry VI Part 3, Revenge of the Sixth.
Yes.
Indeed, it really is.
Absolutely.
But it's still 6. We're still on number 6, guys. This is a I was going to say a George Lucas joint, but no, I feel like it's actually almost like an M. Night Shyamalan piece in that case. It's like, it's still that guy.
So Henry VI Part 1, because it's Joan and Charles the Dauphin, is the Dauphin's Menace. Okay, got it. Part 2, Attack of the Clones. I don't know. I'll have to think about that one.
We'll go off air,
we'll
and then
there.
like 5 minutes later, he'll come up with something.
Well, if you're looking at them as the original, like compared to the trilogy of trilogies, Henry VI Part 2 is the first one that was written, so that is the original Star Wars trilogy. So that's episode 4. All right. Then and then Henry VI Part 1 is the final part that was written. So to an extent,
sequel trilogy, but
it's a sequel prequel thing. So I mean, it works. It's very Lucasy. So yeah. Now, have you with the new year? Have you started renumbering the weeks again, saying, oh, this is welcome to week 2, welcome to week 3, or are you on welcome to week 43?
42 is this one.
It's 42 and we didn't do a Douglas
It's
Adams.
42 and we didn't do a Douglas Adams. We probably should have.
We failed.
You know what?
We can do it on Monday. We could do it on Monday. We can
Right.
do it on Monday.
I don't know about Monday, but we'll see. Maybe we'll do it.
Wednesday, Sunday. I don't know. But 42 weeks, and I want to say nearly 60 productions.
Oh God, I don't.
We have to go back and count.
I got to go back and count. I stopped counting at 50, and that was Lear a while ago. So it's 42 weeks of regular readings. That's not counting Ernest or Night of the Living Dead or any of those special events.
Now, are we counting things such as Frankenstein, which was multiple weeks, or Sherlock Holmes, which was multiple weeks, as individual readings here?
Not as individual readings, but I've been going by Saturday readings as like the end of the week.
Okay.
So this would be, if we had done a reading on Monday, it would have been the first reading of week 42. This is the end of week 42.
I've weirdly been doing it the opposite way of saying Saturday is the start of the week for your purposes. That's how I've been keeping track.
What year is it? We don't know.
Yeah,
we don't know.
It's 2020. See, I want it to be 2020 the redo, but I worry that 2020 is just the year that's going to keep on giving because
I don't know the rules anymore. There's
oh my.
I keep dropping things just to make sure that gravity still works. Like that's normal.
Oh my gosh. So any fun, gigantic new big projects in the hopper for you?
Yeah, we actually I'm in the middle of editing a script for Mary Stewart. Which will really be a big one. We're hoping to get a few rehearsals in for that one. But the way it stands right now is that it is very long. Somebody asked me how long, and I said Hamlet long. And once in a while, Hamlet long is fine when it's Hamlet. Right. But when it's a translation of a script and it doesn't necessarily need to have everything in it that is in it, it needs a nice healthy edit, and that's kind of what we're doing. But it's got like 2 really big powerhouse female roles. It's really cool.
And that's what the Mary Queen of Scots film was based off of. Yes.
Yes. It's the whole hook with that play is that it is based on a fictional meeting between Mary and Elizabeth.
Yeah.
So meeting never happened, but it's this fantasy of what if? But what if it did? What kind of conversation would have happened? And
it would have been delightful.
Yeah, it would have been. It would have been a grand old time. They would have had a blast.
Oh goodness! Well, I am so very looking forward to being a part of tomorrow night's show. That is King Henry VI. As you can see right there, a cast of thousands. I mean, like following true Shakespearean style. Tomorrow night, Saturday, January 16th, 7 p.m. on facebook.com/ZenithPlayers. And you can also catch it right here on my 2 channels, ShakespeareProves.com. I mean, Shakespeare Proves on YouTube and on Facebook. But do join it. And also go to the ZenithPlayers.com and click on the highly attractive donation button. Help them out in their work. They are a wonderful community theater organization with a lot of professional caliber actors. So that being said, let's bring in our other guests tonight. I think we should bring them in. They are a little bit foxy, a little bit creepy. One of them has an affinity for trees because she is Twig. But they are drunk and disorderly. Oh my goodness.
Indeed, and I believe that we have to switch over that thing. We have to do that thing. We got to do that.
Let's do that thing. Yes, let's do that thing.
We have to awkwardly do that thing that is now done. Very good. So,
and what do you have for us to hear tonight?
Well, I was thinking of doing something completely different, of something that goes along. I have too many kings, too many kings, too many kings, too many kings, and then maybe throw in some verses like, oh, I don't know, the only one you've heard of is Henry V. Richard III, I could only get the gist. Right, it's the Hunchback and Richard III. And that one guy who's read King John, well, he's quite absurd, cause there's too many kings too. I'm not gonna actually, that's as far as I've gotten with that.
Wow, that's a Billboard Top 100 material right there.
And not bad for just making it up on the spot. Let's do something that we've rehearsed. Shall we do something we've rehearsed?
It's a B-side.
We're gonna do something we've rehearsed. Let's do that. A song about a party that got way out of hand.
What is it, E or A?
E.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, in the town of Athy, when Jeremy Lanigan battered away till he hadn't a pound. His father, he died and made him a man again, left him a farm and 10 acres of ground. He threw a grand party for friends and relations who did not forget him when come to the wall. If only you'll listen, I'll make your eyes glisten. At the roots and the rocks and the Lanigan's Hall, we serve to be sugar-free invitations to rock and girls and boys and mad ass killers and a minute both friends and relations are dancing as hairy as bees on the gas, lashing up punch and wait for the ladies, potatoes and cakes, it was bacon and James. They were the Nolans and Nolans, the Grady's, the Curtin, the girlies and dancing away. 6 months of spending double and 6 months doing nothing at all. 6 months of spending double and none of the dance for Lanigan's Hall. They were doing all kinds of nonsense at the buckles around the room in a whirly gig. Julian Ice and Bannister nonsense and tips about twist of a real Irish jig. How that girl, she got really mad at me, dancing to think that the ceiling would fall. I spent 3 weeks at Brooks Academy learning to dance for Lanigan's Ball. 6 months of spending double and 6 months doing nothing at all. 6 months of spending double and learning to dance for Lanigan's Ball. 6 months of spending double and 6 months doing nothing at all. 6 months of spending double and learning to dance for Lanigan's Ball. I stepped out.
And I stepped in again.
I stepped out.
And I stepped in again.
I stepped out.
And I stepped in again.
That's not a good dance for Lanigan's Ball. I stepped out.
And I stepped in again.
No, I stepped out.
And I stepped in again.
Oh, I stepped out.
And I stepped in again.
And that's for Lanigan's Ball. Well, the boys were merry, the girls were hearty, they're dancing around in couples and groups till an accident happened. King Terence McCarthy, he put his right leg to Miss Trinity's hoops. Preached she paid a kite, Melia murder, she called for her brothers who gathered them all. Carmody swore that he could no further till he answered his section of Lanigan's Ball. 6 months suspending double and 6 months doing nothing at all. 6 months suspending double and none of the dance for Lanigan's Ball. 6 months suspending double and 6 months doing nothing at all. 6 months suspending double and none of the dance for Lanigan's Ball. The boys says there was a ruckus, and some got a kick from McPhail and McHugh. I soon returned his kind introduction and kicked him a terrible hullabaloo. Casey the Piper was kneeling strangled, they threw his pipes and snatches and all. Girls on the rivers, they all got entangled, and that put an end to Lanigan's Ball. 6 months suspended double and 6 months doing nothing at all. 6 months suspended double and none of the dance for Lanigan's Ball. 6 months suspended double and 6 months doing nothing at all. 6 months suspended double and none of the dance for Lanigan's Ball. Oh, I stepped out.
And I stepped in again.
Oh, I stepped out.
And I stepped in again.
Oh, I stepped out.
And I stepped in again.
Learn to dance for Lanigan's Ball. Oh, I stepped out. Oh, I stepped out. Oh, I stepped out. Learn to dance for Lanigan's Ball.
They are drunk and disorderly. Oh my goodness gracious. Are they absolutely fantastic? And if I had an engineer, I'd be able to go through that a little bit faster than I did. Ha! Welcome. They are drunk and disorderly, and they are absolutely wonderful. And friends, thank you so very much for performing Lanigan's Ball, and also a couple extra little bit of songs that we didn't even know that we needed. So it was.
I didn't know I had it in me.
Well, you did, and that is the most important thing I think we have to say. But I want to switch things up here a little bit because we've done things all over the place. No show is like another. So let's have the very first toast of the evening. Let's have a toast. So, if I could impose upon either Twig or Foxy to give the very first toast of the evening.
Ooh, do it.
Two somnambulists. I am either drinking wine or sleepwalking, but either way, it's fun.
Two somnambulists, all right.
Am I right on either of those?
And awkward eye contact with everyone. All right. Awkward eye contact. Okay. Good. Follow the rules of Palo Garbanzo on that. Very good. And now, friends, we're going to talk to our dear musicians, drunk and disorderly, and find out about some of the stuff they're doing when they are not being insanely talented musicians. We are going to ask a few silly questions to serious people. So, Foxy and Twig, what is your favorite secondary color?
Green.
Orange.
All right, good on both of you. All right. Foxy and Twig, if you could pick one companion of the Doctor's to have a milkshake with, who would it be and why?
I don't remember any of their names, but the redhead, because she's a redhead.
All right, Amy Pond. All right, with
Yes,
the
that
11th
one.
Doctor.
Oh, probably Rose, I guess.
Rose Tyler. Fantastic. And why?
Oh. Well, you first. You answered first.
I answered why, because she's a redhead. No, it was a...
Well,
I
let's
don't
see
know.
how it is.
What? What? There doesn't have to be a reason, per se.
Well, I mean, my reason is because that's really the only Doctor Who companion that I've really seen.
Oh, very well. So
All
you
right,
got-
fair enough.
Yes.
And the final silly question to serious people.
Very serious.
What is the weirdest thing you remember learning in grammar school?
Oh, probably that you can get an alternative source of vanilla flavoring from beavers' butts. Yep. But the
You
thing,
learned that in grammar school?
I did. I had a very strange science teacher.
Oh, and Foxy, was it you?
About my beaver butt, in fact.
Well, I don't think I have anything to top that. I'm not really sure what the weirdest thing was. I suppose the most life-changing thing I learned was that sometimes teachers are wrong. Because I had a very, very long argument with my history teacher once over whether or not AD stood for Anno Domini or after death. I insisted it meant Anno Domini. The teacher insisted it meant after death. And that's when I learned that teachers sometimes don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, no, that teacher was an idiot. I'm sorry. They shouldn't be allowed to even bring that up into the topics of conversation for the young charges if you don't actually know what it is. Or if you don't know what it is, do the clever thing and say, kids, how about you do the research and tell me later? I mean, that's what I would do all the time. I mean, I know nothing. And yet, I'd be an amazing teacher. Yeah, that's just science right there.
That is how you do it. Get them to do the legwork.
Indeed. All right. Well, friends, let's jump over to the Zenith players and ask them equally weird questions, such as, what is a dinosaur who you would want to be a best friend with? This is also under the category of silly questions to serious people.
A triceratops. Because if I were its best friend, it would probably not want to kill me, but nobody would mess with me.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. All right. And TJ, if you could have a pet ostrich, would you?
Oh man. Apparently,
They're legal in New Jersey.
apparently, I could if I really wanted to.
Is that legal in New Jersey?
Mhm.
Everything is legal. I don't know that I would. I don't really want to clean up ostrich poop.
Alright.
I imagine that's a pretty big poop.
All right. And Foxy, real quick, based off of that rather silly Liberty Mutual commercial, would you want to have an ostrich as your volleyball partner?
He already is an ostrich.
Oh, fair enough. All right.
Yeah, no. The answer is no, because I wouldn't want to embarrass them.
All right. Good. And I just have Claire over there.
But
What do you have, Claire?
it's a Rhea egg, which is almost an ostrich.
Where did you get that?
We did a behind the scenes tour at an animal park, and they just like handed this to us, and they're like, "Here is a Rhea egg, enjoy." And it's now been sitting at the desk for exactly this moment. It's almost an ostrich.
It is. It's
So it's an unhatched one. So there's no danger of it.
it's emptied out.
It is.
Oh, it was emptied out. All right, good. Because I was going to say, do not crack that open. That will smell ferociously.
It was.
All right. Okay. So, Langer's Ball saying you stole the egg. So, were you riding a firebolt when you stole the egg?
Sadly, no. There were no firebolts to be found. I was stuck with I'm
It was a
failing.
Jeep, I think.
Were you on a clean sweep 9?
It was a clean sweep.
Oh,
TJ
Shakespeare's a nerd. Shakespeare's a nerd. Oh, goodness gracious. TJ is also vaguely disgusted that I was able to bring out Clean Sweep 9 as a.
it was somebody in the comments. It was a great adventure. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, very nice. Oh, so how do they just keep them around for
I'm
you?
sure. Well, they have a ton of Rheas, and I'm sure they lay a lot of eggs.
It was
so they
also just
kinda-
like the coolest experience. TJ was like, she loves rhinos, and then all of a sudden I'm there with like my personal like rhino.
They let us
It
pet a
was
rhino.
like,
Wait a minute. So it started off with she loves rhinos, and it ended with you having a Rhea egg.
Yeah, I
Basically.
feel like they give up at the end.
So did the person at the gift shop not know how to spell?
I just
It's fantastic.
I don't know if I'd want a rhinoceros egg. I'm pretty sure that would be a little nasty.
Mm.
Yeah. Little
Them
bit.
being mammals and all.
Well,
not
maybe they do. I mean, but you can be assured that the baby would look a lot like Ace Ventura. So that's
horrifying.
yeah. And Sally wants to know: did you pet the rhino? I'm just going to guess no, in as much that you did.
yeah.
So we went to off-screen wife and I. We went to where did we go to? Where we saw rhinos? Oh no, it was hippos. Never mind. I was going to say don't. They were saying do never try to pet a hippo because they will kill you.
They will.
Yeah.
They are like one of the most deadly animals. Like rhinos
Deadly,
are
aggressive, poor eyesight. Like they're just irritated. It's like they will chomp you. Not really like. Oh yeah, there you go. Oh my God, petting a rhino. Look at that, and we're gonna make that bigger. Hold it there, TJ. Hold it there. That is insane. Fix the view, TJ. There you go, TJ. Haven't you ever done this before? Oh my God.
Nope.
Oh my God, that is amazing. And TJ, you look very tall in that picture.
I am a tall person.
See, I over the course of doing these shows and hanging out with you on Zoom and StreamYard exclusively, everyone is now 5'5", just like me, except David, who looks tall because he always situates himself next to Twig.
But I put Twig closer to the camera so she looks bigger.
He's just
because
a
of...
short guy on stilts, really. I'm
Actually, I'm a
revealing your
laboratory.
secrets.
Actually, I'm a laboratory mouse on stilts bent on world domination.
Oh,
I thought you were going.
references.
And here, the entire time, I thought he was 3 raccoons in a trench coat.
That too.
Oh, that's me.
Oh, that is fantastic and wonderful. So, the experience of petting the rhinoceros, Claire, what was that like?
It was like one of the best moments of my life. But I love rhinos. It was really cool. And it was really interesting because you see them and they look like dinosaurs. They really just look like dinosaurs. And then you touch them and their skin is like sandpaper. It's very rough. Except for right behind their little rhino ears where they're soft. And you don't expect any soft places on a rhino. And yeah, like he was just so food motivated too that I was like, oh honey, you're just a big dog. Like it's a dog in a rhino suit.
Well, we all saw Black Panther when the rhinos were charging, and he comes up to the general. She's just standing there, and he comes up, and then he just starts licking her face. I mean, come on, war rhino licking her face. He's a big dog.
They're so cute.
And on the cuteness of rhinos and their being food motivated and big dogs, let's go out to another big dog around. He stands about 6'3" tall, and he is David Anthony, the Foxy Bard, frontman of Drunk and Disorderly. He will probably lick the camera at some point during this show. We don't know.
Don't encourage him.
But what's the next song that you have for us, my friends?
That's a good question. Twig, what was the next song? I know we decided on it earlier.
Well, we decided on 2.
We decided on
you
2.
were an ostrich. Anyway.
I can be both.
I guess. Do you want to do Patty or do you want to do Black Velvet Band?
Let's do Black Velvet Band.
Okay.
Let's do Black Velvet Band.
But I want to do it in E.
What key? E?
Actually, I'm going to do it in F.
You want to do it in F?
Yes.
All right, we can do it in F.
Yes. There's no fiddler around. It's fine. Are you ready?
No, that's in minor. I don't know why I went to minor again. Close enough.
Now, neat little town they call Belfast, apprenticed to trade I was bound, and for many and now sweet happiness have I spent in that neat little town, till a sad misfortune came over me, which caused me to stray from the land, far away from me friends and relations, betrayed by the Black Velvet Band. Her eyes, they shone like diamonds, you'd think she was queen of the land.
And she was.
And her head hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. As I went strolling down Broadway, not meaning to go very far,
Only to 14th Street.
I spied a pretty young damsel plying her trade at the bar.
The oldest trade.
Gold watch she took from a customer and placed it right into my hand.
Free watch!
And the very next thing that I thought was bad luck to that black velvet band. Her eyes, they shone like diamonds, you'd think she was queen of the land.
And she was.
And her head hung over her shoulders, tied up with a black velvet band. Before the judge and the jury,
A hung one.
a trial I had to appear.
Not a fair one.
The judge, he says to me, young man, the case against you is quite clear. 7 long years is your sentence.
Can we get it commuted?
Going to Van Diemen's Land.
That's Australia.
Away from your friends and relations.
Thank God.
To follow
Oh,
that
that
black velvet band. Hot take.
Her
eyes, they shone like diamonds.
Yeah, think she was queen of the land. And she was.
Her hair hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band.
That's you.
Take this warning from me.
That's her.
If ever you're out on the town,
That's here.
beware them pretty collies.
Those are women.
They'll fill you with whiskey and porter.
That's alcohol.
Until you're not able to stand.
That's on the floor.
And the very next thing that you know, me lads, you'll wind up in Van Diemen's Land.
Going up hill and down under, where women going in thunder. Can't you hear the thunder? Better take cover right behind me. In a neat little town called Belfast. Walking up Broadway, not very fast. I met a strange lady, she gave me whiskey. Oh, I got drunk and I got frisky. Wound up in a land down under. Everyone's going to thunder. It's in key, can't you hear the thunder? Better take cover. Ran into a man from Dublin. When he got drunk, he started mumbling. He said, this land's kind of scary. Me, I wish I was back home in Derry. I'm stuck in a land down under, where the wind blowing and thunder. Yeah, I can hear the thunder. Better run, better take cover. All her eyes, they shone like diamonds.
got it.
You'd think she was queen of the land, and she was. Her hair hung over her shoulder. You all right there?
Just out of breath.
That's all right. Tied up with a black velvet band.
Was it?
I was talking about this.
Oh, well, that would probably be easier to clap.
That's all right.
Oh, they are drunk.
Forgot that was there.
Ah.
actually.
And magical. And, oh, holy crap, that was amazing. Well, before we move on with the show, I just want to give a couple of announcements of things that are going to be coming up over the next several days to a week or so. Let me get to the right folder here. Here we go. Now, of course, Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, we have Shakespeare's Coffee Break. That is my, of course, nearly daily show. Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, where I talk to fantastic and wonderful people, 10:35 a.m. Eastern Time on this channel, both facebook.com/Shakespeare Approves and youtube.com/Shakespeare Approves, but also facebook.com/Shakespeare's Coffee Break. That is the channel for that show itself. And I do hope that you join me for it on Monday. We're going to be having Gwendolyn from The Gwendolyn Show. And then on Tuesday, we're going to have nutritionist Lorelei Sturm. We're going to have a wonderful good time with both of those shows. On Thursdays, we write sonnets together. You, the audience, and me, your friendly neighborhood Shakespeare, with Writing Sonnets with Shakespeare. We create new sonnets every single Thursday. Yesterday, we created an ode to coffee, and it turned out way better than it should have. And that's always the case when we are writing sonnets together. And then Fridays, also at 10:35 in the morning, Shakespeare Reviews. It's the movie review show I do with Andrew McKee, the Irish Bard, over at Life's Affair. We take movies that are inspired by the works of William Shakespeare and then take them apart and tell you what's wrong with them. Or what's right with them in some cases. Today, we looked at Up All Night, which is a jazz rendition from the 60s of Othello. And it is a wonderful, good time. Pretty good movie, and I do hope that you go check that out. That is every Friday at 10:35 in the morning. Of course, tomorrow night, I'm going to be hanging out with Claire and TJ and a whole cast of thousands doing King Henry VI Part 3. That is going to be tomorrow night. You can watch it over at facebook.com/Zenith Players and also right here. And then next week, we have A Murder at Cloudhaven next Friday night at 7 p.m. It is an interactive murder mystery with the New Jersey Renaissance Fair. You can get your tickets at njrenfair.com. Tickets, I believe, are about $15. And then on next Saturday, the Digital Ren Fair's Burns Night Supper. Saturday, January 23rd. Use my promo code Professionally English, because I am. I'm professionally English. Use that to save $3 off of your ticket price. And tickets are only start at $10 for the entire family to gather around the computer or the phone if you're going to watch it in the bathroom, because that makes the most sense of all. But let's bring all my friends back in here and have a wonderful good time. Hello again, my friends! And I think it is time for another toast. I think we need to have. So let's jump over to TJ. You usually give some really good toasts. Yes. So TJ, if you would like to give a toast off of the top of your head.
I would love to give a toast to Drunk and Disorderly real quick.
Oh yes.
For their incredible musicianship and improvisational musicianship. You guys are awesome. Cheers.
Yes. Cheers to Drunk and Disorderly. Cheers.
Awkward stairs.
Yep. There we go.
This is the second time you've been toasted today.
Yeah, I know. First time was right before the show.
There we go. And Twig, let's get into let's have a toast from you. Oh, by the way, Twig, I have to say that is the first time I've heard you sing lead on any of the songs, and you just have an absolutely gorgeous voice.
Aw, thanks. I can never remember lyrics, so I don't do it very often. My toast is to tetanus shots, because I'm probably going to need one after playing that bugle.
Okay. Yeah, all right.
Well, at least you don't need to get tested for COVID. I already
Where
did
did that
that.
even come from?
Yeah.
South Carolina, which is why I already tested it for COVID.
Oh, I'm definitely.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Tetanus shot, yeah.
And now, friends, we're going to come into one of my favorite parts every week when we do this show, asking, what are we currently nerding out about? This can be a show, it can be a movie, it can be a book you're reading, it can be a concept, it can be anything. It can be toys. All right. So what are we currently nerding out about? TJ, I'm going to jump to you first, sir.
Why?
Because I love you.
Okay, well, I guess I'm nerding out about maps, because I'm a geography nerd like that. We don't like Mercator for a variety of reasons, but I like this map, the Waterman Butterfly.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, isn't it? There are other maps that are supposedly more accurate. The Orthograph is an excellent map as well, as far as accuracy and realism, so that Greenland doesn't look the same size as Africa, because it is not.
Nope.
But yeah, Waterman Butterfly, good stuff. Go check it out. No Mercator. We don't like that.
All right, fantastic. Waterman Butterfly maps. Those just seem really cool. Twig, what are you nerding out about this week?
Well, earlier we went out on a hike today, and we found a petroglyph in the woods.
Oh.
This was a little like an hour north of the city. And I don't know if it's like we don't know who made it, but I don't know. It was really cool. It was like two bears. It was neat.
Was it two bears?
It's two bears.
I thought it was a bear and a guy.
No, it was a bear, and then there was another bear. We see they were doing the hanky-panky, so...
There was another bear? I missed the other bear.
Well...
How did I miss the other bear?
I don't know. It was the bottom bear. Did you miss the bottom bear?
I miss my bottom bear.
Oh. You're not the only bottom bear in town anymore.
I know. It's true.
Oh, goodness. Oh, sweet baby Yoda. I love this. Claire, what are you nerding out about right now?
I am nerding out about Joe the Pigeon, which is a pigeon that was found in Melbourne. And the reason there was a big deal, this is Joe the Pigeon. the reason he was a big deal, you can only see his face, sort of. There you go. The reason he was a big deal is because somebody was like, that is an odd looking pigeon. So they called the I don't know, whoever you call when you find a pigeon in your backyard in Australia. And they're like, that is an American racing pigeon. He's got a little tag on his leg. The problem with him being American is that he can carry all kinds of avian illnesses, and there's no real way for them to check that. So they said, we are going to have to euthanize this pigeon because he might be bringing illnesses to Australia. And then there was a big uproar, and people were like, just ship him back to the United States, where he came from. And there was all this going back and forth. And finally, somebody got the bright idea to message the American pigeon racing groups and be like, does this pigeon belong to you? And then they discovered that it is, in fact, an Australian pigeon with a counterfeit American tag on its leg. So Joe the pigeon gets to live. And that is the important thing, which makes him my second favorite pigeon since Henri from American Voiced by Christopher Plummer.
Henri was voiced by Christopher Plummer?
Yes, he was.
That's the guy you're thirsty for.
What?
Yes, it is.
That you're thirsty for, or I'm thirsty
you
for?
remember?
What?
That's amazing.
I'm not, but I'm
So
not.
is that why you? Is that why he's the best pigeon, or was it you liked Henri before you knew he was voiced by Christopher Plummer?
I liked Henri before I knew, and I also used to love the Madeline series that I had it on VHS when I was little. The narrator is Christopher Plummer. It's my mom's fault. This man has been like talking in my ear since I was little.
That is fantastic. Well done, Mrs. Bohannock. All right. There we go. As Cheryl Ainsley says, it always comes back to Plummer with you, doesn't it? No. Oh, goodness. All right. And David, what are you nerding out about, my friend?
I guess what I've been nerding about. So as Twig mentioned, we've been going on hikes in the woods a lot lately. Just wandering through the woods, and I have been nerding out about all of the ruins we've been finding, because we've lots of ruins. I feel like an American pretending to be an Irish Indiana Jones. I don't know. It's sort of like being, I don't know, Kilkenny Ken. Something like that. At any rate, point is we've been finding ruins all over the place. A lot of these, like most of the ruins that we found, they've kind of fallen into three categories. The first category is up in the mountains. You get these little homesteads, like just in the middle of the mountains, where nobody would ever think to try to farm except somebody who's really, really desperate. And you can tell they're desperate by the way that homesteads are built, because they're tiny and they often use a cliff as one of the walls or something. The second category of ruins is crumbling infrastructure, which is always terrifying to see. And then the third type of ruin is some mansion up in the mountains where some late 19th century tycoon from the city bought some land and built a castle and then died, and nobody decided they wanted the castle, which is sad because there's some neat castles up there.
Fantastic. I love it. And have you seen anything that belongs in a museum?
So many things that belong in museums. We were checking out the Cornish estate, or Northgate, as apparently they called it, and going through the room, which I think was the kitchen, and finding all sorts of artifacts just under the surface of the dirt, which is why I think it was the kitchen, because we were finding all sorts of bits of like tile and like plates and cups and stuff.
Fantastic. I'm so very glad that you are all doing that and then putting all of it up on your Instagram, which, by the way, you can check them out, Insta at the Foxy Bard, to see all of that good stuff. Yeah. And you also have Cooking with Foxy, which is Thursdays?
Yes. That is Thursdays at 6 o'clock. We just got done we made pancakes. which is to say, and I think I did a good job. That is a lovely pancake. That is
a lovely pancake.
That is a
Sexy,
well done,
sexy
sexy pancake. And we also finished our Nord mead, which came out. It's sweet but also spicy, which is, I think, the clove is what does that. The clove gives it that little bit of spice in the back, so that it's sweet on the inside but spicy on the outside with a little bit of, I don't know, kick in the taint, just like a Nord.
All right. You are sharing what you're nerding out about as well. Kathy is currently nerding out about strange musical instruments that actually work, and Star Wars. Always a good time. I need to watch Mandalorian season 2 yet. I still haven't seen anything. Don't tell me. I've already seen spoilers about stuff, but don't tell me, people. Come on. Come on. Give it a month. I mean, serious to God.
Star Wars.
What's that?
I hear it's about Star Wars.
Yeah, it is about Star Wars. But yeah, don't tell me specifics. I don't want to know yet. I mean, and I already know too many, and that makes me sad. Also, John Karnofsky is nerding out about reading Le Mort d'Arthur and playing the Immortals Phoenix Rising. Le Mort d'Arthur. Oh, such a good, so good. So good. And then if you want to have something slightly less dense than Le Mort d'Arthur, but you want some great Arthurian stuff, read The Once and Future King by T.H. White. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, just fantastic. And Le Mort d'Arthur gets referenced in it. It's kind of great that way. And I am nerding out about silly, fun toys right now. So, using some birthday money that was sent to me by my friends TJ and Claire, I got myself a pair of Starfleet Delta lapel pins, which I thought I'm going to just start putting on my doublet in fun little ways, so that when you see me in person, you're like, okay, where's the doublet? I mean, where's the Delta? Because I don't necessarily need to wear one of the big ones all the time. But I just thought they were fun. And also, I got myself as a reward for being very, very brave for driving after our auto accident, which happened right at the very end of the year. Off-screen wife got me a next generation era Starfleet communicator badge. This is Bluetooth. It syncs up to my phone, makes a fun little chip. Is the sound great? No. Is it really cool? Yes. Do I need this? No. But do I need this? Yes. So this is great. Nerding out about it, and it's just wonderful. So live long and prosper, everybody on that. And so let's see. D. Scott Stewart is geeking out with his first 3D printer. Well done, you. Joe DeFilippo is jumping in and doing. I hope you're doing well, Joe. And friends, that's basically just about it. I'm going to be wrapping up the show here. I'm going to ask Foxy and Twig to take us out with one final song here in just a moment. But before we go, I want you to just remember all the great, wonderful, good things that are coming up over the next several days. Oh, let me move my chair right there so I can do it. So tomorrow, Henry VI Part 3 by the Zenith Players. That is going to be right here on my Facebook page and also at facebook.com/Zenith Players, starring a wonderful cast of characters from several continents, from at least 3 countries. I mean, this is just 4 countries are actually going to be represented tomorrow. So yeah, it's going to be absolutely wonderful. A Murder at Cloudhaven, the interactive murder mystery featuring the New Jersey Renaissance Fair is, being produced by the New Jersey Renaissance Fair, is going to be next Friday night at 7 p.m. So basically, you watch this show, wait a few minutes, and then head over and watch that show. It is a ticketed event, so you can get your tickets at njrenfair.com. Tickets are only tickets are only $15, and purchase them. It is a different experience than the last time we did it back in December. It is an encore edition, and we changed things up just like in Clue. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Is it the same murderer? Is it the same way of doing things? Who knows? I actually don't. So it's going to be a really good time. And then the Burns Night Supper next week with the digital Ren Fair, the Burns Night Supper, is going to be a wonderful good time, featuring performances by the Langers Ball, Haggis Rampant, Lady Prudence, the court composer, and me. The digital Ren Fair's Burns Night Supper next Saturday, January 23rd. Use promo code Professionally English to save $3 off your ticket price, and the tickets are only $10 a piece. So it's a really good deal. Professionally English gives me credit, and also I think that is a really funny promo code because I am, of course, professionally English. Never mind, you don't care. But that's about it. I do hope that you join us for all the things. Remember, writing sonnets with Shakespeare, which is one of my favorite ways to spend time with you, the audience. That is Thursdays at 10:35 in the morning, where we write a new sonnet together. Shakespeare's coffee break has moved to Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays at 10:35 in the morning instead of in the afternoon. So actual, more realistic coffee break time. First two guests next week are the Gwendolyn from The Gwendolyn Show and Lorelei Sturm, a nutritionist and really entertaining YouTuber. And we might do an Ask Shakespeare Anything on Wednesday. I don't know yet. Will we have a Wednesday guest? I don't know. Of course, Shakespeare Reviews on Friday. Join us for that. We're next week, I believe we're talking about, goodness gracious, is it Love's Labour's Lost next week? Maybe? It might be. Next week is either going to be Love's Labour's Lost or the 1996 Twelfth Night. But it's going to be a wonderful good time. Next week on Shakespeare's Shameless Self-Promotion Happy Hour, we're going to have Daniel Greenwolf and the Langers Ball are going to be joining Claire and TJ, presuming that they come back and haven't been driven away by me and all of this stupidity. And then Kitty Chaos and Matt Young, the Pride of Ireland, are going to be joining us on the final Friday of the month. So much good stuff happening, and join me for all of it. That being the case, let's come into our final toast for the evening with all my friends here. Our final toast. And is it great? No, it's not going to be that great. But it's heartfelt. Here's to all of you, because here's to those who inspire, but don't even know it. You all inspire me. All of you watching, all of you who participate in the show, you all inspire me to make this show as good as I can, but also to be the best performer that I can. You have inspired me to not give up on this performing career throughout 2020, but to stay with it. And I thank you for that. So here's to all of you. Cheers. Awkward eye contact. All right, very good. And now, friends, to take us out as we end the show here, Drunk and Disorderly will be taking us out. And if you would enjoy the show, please go support them. Go to zenithplayers.com. Click on that very attractive donation button. Go to Drunk and Disorderly's Bandcamp, because you can tip them there as well as buy their music. Go to their Patreon. Go do all of the things. But also, if you want to support me, please go to coffee.com/Shakespeare. That's ko-fi.com/Shakespeare and buy me a drink. Or go to patreon.com/Shakespeare and become a Patreon of the arts. Levels start at $3 gold, way up to $30, and all the tiers get the same rewards right now. But thank you. I love you. You love me. This mutual glorious affection. Taking us out is Drunk and Disorderly.
Oh, am I on?
Don't you have to do the thing with the thing?
Do what thing?
The thing
You're
I
on.
thought I already did the thing with
You're
the
on.
thing.
The thing with the
David,
I
you're
am
on.
pretty sure I did the thing.
You're on.
The thing with the thing?
I did the thing with the thing.
Okay.
I know what I'm doing.
You're a gentleman in a schooler.
Yes, that's what I am. Hold on! Night that Paddy Murphy died is a night I'll never forget. Some of the boys got loaded drunk and they ain't got sober yet. As long as the bottles passed around, your man was feeling gay. Oh, there he came with a backpack, some music for to play. That's how they showed their respect for Paddy Murphy. That's how they showed their wearing their pride. They said it was a sin and shame, they looked at one another. And everything in the place was stolen, Paddy Murphy died. Mrs. Murphy sat in the corner pouring out her their grief when Kelly and his gang came and turned on the street. We went up to an empty room and a bottle of whiskey stole. We put that bottle with the corpse to keep that whiskey cold. That's how they show their respect for Paddy Murphy. That's how they show their pride. They said it was a sin and shame. They looked at one another, and every drink the police was full like Paddy Murphy died. That was not the words. Let's try that again. 2 o'clock in the morning, after emptying the jug, Doyle rose up the icebox just to see poor Paddy's mug. He stopped the clock so Mrs. Murphy couldn't tell the time, and at 2:15 we argued it was 9. That's how they show their respect for Paddy Murphy. That's how they show their honor and their pride. They said it was a sin of shame. They winked at one another, and everything on the place was full like that Murphy died. Outside some damn saloon. We all went in at 8:30 and staggered out at noon. We went up to the graveyard, so holy and sublime, and found out when we got there they left the corpse behind. That's how they show their respect for Paddy Murphy. That's how they show their honor and their pride. Said it was a city shame, and they winked at one another. Everything in the place was full like Paddy Murphy died. Well, I got really drunk and I thought I'm gonna throw up soon. And then I declared to everyone I'm the cutest in the room. But everyone looked at me and they said, we don't believe that, because right over there we've got a precious panther cat. That's how they showed our respect for Paddy Murphy. That's how they showed their honor and their pride. Said it was a sin of shame that we did one another. Everything in the place was full like Paddy Murphy died. Baby shark do 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 do, baby shark do 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 do, baby shark do do do, baby shark. Mommy shark do 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 do, mommy shark do 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 do, mommy shark do 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 do, mommy shark. Daddy shark. Paddy Murphy died is a night I'll never forget. Some of the boys got a little drunk and they had a sober yet. Songs and bombs passed around, everybody was feeling gay. Here he came with the bagpipes and music for to play. That's how they show their respect for Paddy Murphy. That's how they show their honor and their pride. They said it was a sin of shame they went at one another, and everything in the place was full like Paddy Murphy died. Oh, everything in the place was full like Paddy Murphy died.
Woo! That's the show. We'll see you again next week. Bye-bye.